Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Anil Yerra joining.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're waiting for students, I believe, right? So let me know once we have the participants and then we can get started.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure.
The students are joining now. You can start the class, sir. Sir,
Hello. Yes. So we have some students joining in now, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Can I get a show of hands of the students? Whoever are the students, would they be kind enough to raise their hands so that we know how many students are there? Adil, I think, is a student. Atul. Okay, Deepak. All right. So, how many of you are prepared with the assignment that was given the last time? I know the last time also we had poor attendance, so we had to kind of come back for this session again. So, who all are prepared with their assignments, or even before that, who has attended one of the previous sessions and wants to give a quick view of what we have been discussing so far? Can one of you do that? So this is to really check if you're really present and you're interacting or not, because if there is no interaction, if it is just going to be a one-way communication, it's not really going to help. All right. So I want someone to recap. In fact, there are just about two hands I see raised. So, and whoever else is raising their hands, the students, I'd like you to give me a recap of what we have discussed, whatever you remember. Whatever you remember, I want you to, tell me. Okay, then I'll have to call you by name.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now audible.
Yeah, I would ask the students to, so Adil, can you please, you have been attending some of the sessions earlier, so can you please recap whatever we've been discussing earlier? Can you unmute yourself and speak? Adil or Deepak, I see only two hands raised. So can someone please tell all the students to raise their hands? I can't keep repeating this again and again. If there are other students, I want them to raise their hands so that we can identify the students. All right, I see absolutely no participation from the classroom. So Adil, Atul, I don't even know if you are present. I don't even know if you just logged in and you're not participating. And the others, I don't even, who are the other students who are present? Can you please raise your hand so that we can identify? There are about 11 participants and in the webinar, of which only 2 have raised their hands. So I'm assuming only 2 of you are students. Whoever else is a student, you need to raise your hand so that we can identify you and then we can interact better. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So who's speaking from Kionics team?
Sir, Arun Kumar, sir, myself. Sorry.
Arun, can you please help me with getting these students to participate? I think it's been like this for the last couple of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So 1
sessions.
minute. I will ask to Shweta, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Students, please participate in session. Hello.
Okay, I'm going to call out the names and ask these students to participate. If even that doesn't work, then that means that they're actually not present. Okay, Adil, can you speak? Can you unmute yourself and participate? I want to know how many sessions you have attended earlier and whatever you can recall from the previous sessions. Can you please unmute yourself? I'm going to give you another 5 seconds to do that. Adil? Okay, so Adil doesn't seem to be here. Let's go to Deepak. Deepak, are you there? If you're there and if you're listening, can you unmute yourself and speak?
Hello, can you hear me,
Yes,
sir?
Deepak. Yes, I can hear you. I want to know how many sessions you have attended earlier with me, and and then I'll ask you. So, do you remember any sessions that you attended?
Sir, I attended one session where Ajil recalled one class, and that's the one I think, sir.
Okay, so just about one session you have attended.
Yeah, I think so, sir.
Okay, and what have you learned in all these sessions?
And about that one day presentation was also there, sir. Then that day also you told about the presentations.
Mhm.
2 sessions I attended, sir.
Yeah, so I'm asking you now, in those sessions, in those 2-3 sessions, what is it that you have learned, and what do you remember? Can you recall anything from those sessions?
Like you told about AI applications are in retail and all.
Mm-hmm.
And in retail, there is some. I'm telling from my notes, sir, like price
Yeah, yeah.
optimizing.
I mean, I don't mind. You can refer your notes if you have taken. I'm happy that you've taken notes.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. Can you refer your notes? Okay, I'll give you, so since you're present and you're talking, I'll give you some time, just go through your notes and then come back again. Meanwhile, I want to check, you can, while I'm talking to others, you can refer your notes, and I want you to refresh, brush up whatever you've, learned, picked up and all of that. I'll come back to you in a few minutes, okay? Yeah, okay, next, Atul, are you there? Can you unmute
Yes, sir.
yourself?
I'm there, sir.
Okay, how many sessions have you attended?
Sir, I think this is the second time.
So in the previous session, what did you learn? What did you hear? Can you recall anything?
Sir, no, sorry, sir. Actually, I take the note, but it's not with me.
No. So what is it that you are coming here today for? What do you want to learn today?
Eh, eh,
Now, my question is, you have come to a session which is about 2 hours long. Is there any preparation for this session, or you've just logged in for attendance sake?
No, sir, I didn't prepare for the session.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There was an assignment in the previous session. Do you remember that?
No, sir.
No. So then what did you even make any effort to find out what happened in the previous session?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So you are completely unprepared. Okay. So Atul, I think, do you know anyone who's attended the previous sessions?
This session,
So how are you planning to attend these sessions, and what is it that you are learning in these sessions? Why are you joining these sessions? There is no background, there is no history, there is no plan for the future next session, there is nothing prepared for the current session, there is nothing learned from the previous session. What is the point? What is the topic of today's session? Or do you know what we are going to discuss in today's session?
no, sir.
Okay, but do you have an idea why are you joining this session? What was the agenda of the session?
New.
Sorry, broadly, what is the topic, or what is it that you're learning in these sessions, or what is it that you're supposed to learn in these sessions? Any idea?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Hang on. I will come back to you. Oh, okay. So there are just 3 students. What about the other participants in the? So there aren't any other students. There are about 10 participants in the webinar. How many of them are students? Only 3. If there is any other student, can they please unmute themselves and speak and identify themselves? Okay, so there isn't any other student. Only 3 students are there. So Kionics team, Arun, right? Arun, you're there from Kionics team?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so there are just 3 students, Arun.
Yes,
And
sir.
of these 3, only 2 have spoken. Adil, like every time, I think most of the times he's never spoken.
Yes, sir.
Very briefly, maybe once he spoke, but today again he's not there. When I'm asking him to unmute, he's not unmuting, he's not talking. So there is, I don't know if he's able to hear. I don't know the point of his being in this session. There are only 2 students. So what do we do?
Sir, Harshavardhan and Indu, Mehta also, they are also students, sir, but they are not.
But they are not speaking. So they are
Yes,
not, I'm not even asking any questions. I'm just asking them to identify themselves. So are they able to hear me? Are they not able to hear me? Whom am I presenting it to? It's,
Sir,
yeah. So it's not clear.
Shweta ma'am, are you there?
No, that's okay. I mean, I'm not asking you to resolve this right now.
Yes, sir.
My point is, how do we take this further? The other students are not participating, so they're not even speaking. So suddenly, once in a flash, they will come, and if at all, but that's not really helping. So for all practical purposes, there are only two students, Deepak
sir.
and Atul.
Atul.
Deepak and Atul. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So Deepak, are you ready with your notes? Deepak, can you unmute yourself? Yeah. Are you ready with your notes?
yes, sir.
Okay. Can you just give me a recap of what you've kind of picked up from the notes? What is it that you... Yeah, go ahead.
That is, we thought about AI applications are in retail, about product recommendations, VR modeling and all, and improve customer experience. That are the applications, sir. And Ajil said about some health to improve market strategies, healthcare group patient monitoring, disease diagnosis, drug discovery, and all. The next day we tried about that presentations, sir, and we spoke about ChatGPT, cybersecurity, and then talked about cybersecurity.
Okay.
That's also.
Okay. Okay. At least this is some discussion going forward. Thank you, Deepak. Atul, are you there still? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since it's just two participants, what we will do today is okay. So I will obviously interact with just the two of you. Whoever else wants to interact, I had given a lot of opportunity, but nobody spoke. Meanwhile, if there is any other student, they can just unmute themselves and speak. But for all practical purposes, I think there are just two students. Okay, so Deepak, what I want you to do is, Deepak and Atul, when you went through the notes, Deepak, you've gone through it, but are you really confident about all these topics that you just referred to? Are you confident about talking about them at all, Deepak?
Not that confident, sir, because
Okay.
I'm not.
So then, yeah. So it is just that you've just looked at the notes and you pull out some names and some topics, and which is good. At least it's a good. It's some start compared to not being participative at all. So what I want you to do is, both of you have access to your mobile devices, right? You have internet connection. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Atul? Atul, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I want you to do is, both of you, you pick up one. Okay, I haven't quizzed Atul. Atul, just now Deepak mentioned a few technologies and things like that, right? I mean, some topics he mentioned. Did you understand what he was speaking? Did you understand anything about what he was speaking? Atul? See, again, there is a sudden silence. So there is, Atul, this is a question to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Did you understand the question?
Sorry, sir. I have lost the connection. So
Okay, the question is,
Please,
when Deepak was mentioning some things from the notes, did you understand what he was talking?
yeah, the application of a
Okay, so okay, let's do like this. I want you to do some research You both can, because there's no point in me presenting slides and talking and, one-way communication. I want you to do some activity. Okay. So do some research. How will you do some research? You will go to Google, you will go to some other sources, whatever source you have. I want you to research a little bit about artificial intelligence. Okay. Yeah. So Deepak and Atul, both of you can research a little bit about artificial intelligence. And since you both have not attended any of the previous sessions, you can do a little bit of research. I will give you some time. And after you do that research, you are supposed to come back and speak about artificial intelligence broadly, or to the extent that you understand the topic and all of that. You can explain to me, okay, what do you understand by artificial intelligence, and more details about that. So in order to do the research, to help you do the research, here are three things that I will give you. First is, I want you to define artificial intelligence in some sentences. Okay, do some research. I want you to define artificial intelligence. Explain to me as if I'm a layman, I'm a common person who doesn't understand what it is, and I need to know what artificial intelligence is. Okay, so you will have to explain artificial intelligence to me. Second, I want you to identify 4 to 5 advantages of artificial intelligence. Very specific 4 to 5 advantages of implementing or using or applying artificial intelligence. Okay, 4 to 5 advantages, very specific. Third thing that you're going to do is, you are going to explain to me 3 applications of artificial intelligence in any industries, any of the industries. It could be banking, it could be healthcare, it could be manufacturing, whatever. 3 applications. So very simple. I'm just asking you to first define artificial intelligence for me. Second, I want you to explain to me in detail 4 or 5 advantages of employing artificial intelligence. And third, I want you to explain to me how these tools and technologies are being applied in different industries. You can take 3 examples, 3 to 4, 3, more than 3 is good, but minimum 3. Okay. And is this clear? Any questions, Deepak and Atul? Do you have any questions?
No, sir. No. We'll prepare,
Is it clear? It's clear?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, will you also be able to present? Do you have access to a laptop and a slide deck? Can you present a slide deck? Can you prepare some slides around this?
Sir, I'm on my phone, sir. Mobile
Yeah,
phone, sir.
but how come you're on your phone? Actually, today was supposed to be a session where you are all going to present. That was what I've asked you to do now was the assignment that was given last time, a part of that assignment. So it's very convenient for you to say that I'm on phone and I can't present and all that, which means you're not prepared for the session.
Prepared about 3 presentations, sir, but I really didn't get my laptop, sir, and I couldn't attend the last class, sir.
See, that is an excuse. So that is an excuse. It doesn't help me. I am only
Yes.
present for these 2 hours, right? So next time, whenever you're joining, please make sure you're available with all these resources so that you can do some activities. How will we work if that doesn't, if you don't have the resources to, you're supposed to present today. There are no slides. I've done this, then, because people are only available for these slots, right? I can't keep waiting for you. So anyway, so let's not discuss that. So if you're not there with your slides and all, that is fine. I'll make it easier for you. Please do this research. Please do this research, and then you will have to speak. So actually, it is a little tougher for you. If you had slides, you can refer the slides. But now that you don't have slides to present, you will have to talk in a very convincing way so that I understand everything, even without slides. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I will give you, how much time should we give you? So 20 minutes are good, or do you want more? 20 to 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, both of you do this. So at 20 minutes, I will check. And I want detailed, a little bit of detail. You'll have to speak for at least 10 minutes on the topic, each one of you. At least for 10 minutes, you have to speak. 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it's not just some 2-3 sentences and getting away with it. You have to speak about these. There are 3 sections. First is the definition, second is the advantages of that of artificial intelligence, and third is applications of artificial intelligence. Actually, you should be able to speak for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so keeping that in mind, I want you to prepare your notes. You can write down somewhere, you can read up all the you can do some research and all of that, and then come back to me. Okay, how will you now? The next thing that I want to ensure is, how are you going to do your research? Where will you do the research? Can I get some ideas from you? How will you do your research?
Sir, we will search in Google.
Okay, and in Google, how will you? I mean, there is so much of information. You can just get lost in so many things. How will you go to which other sources within Google, or are there any websites that you will visit?
Don't really know about websites, sir, but we'll find it, sir.
Okay, you can also go to Wikipedia. Are you aware of Wikipedia?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go to Wikipedia. You go to Wikipedia or any other source, whichever is comfortable for you. You can go check there, read. I want you to read all of this, right? Read and do the research and and you have to speak in your own language. You have to explain it to me. Just reading is not sufficient. You have to be able to reproduce that in your own words. You'll have to speak and explain to others, right? So that's what I want you to do. All right. So Atul, I didn't hear from you. Are you still there? You're still lost. Connection is
No,
lost. Or
sir, I'm there.
Okay. How will you do your research?
Same, sir. Google.
Okay. After Google, what will you search in Google?
Uh, about artificial intelligence and its applications.
Mhm.
All things.
What else? What are the 3 things? Can you repeat the questions? Can you repeat the assignment that I've asked you to do?
Yeah, definition.
Definition
Then
of what?
artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Then advantages of a.
Okay.
Then applications of AI. Then tools are applied in different industry.
Yeah. The third is the applications in the industry, I mean, in different industries. How is
Yeah.
it used? There are only 3 sections. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it is clear to you, and I want you to do this research and come back in about 20 minutes is good. Do you think you can finish this in 20 minutes? Yes or no? Honestly, you tell me.
Sir, 30 minutes.
Okay, take 20 to 30 minutes, both of you, and then you can come back and we will discuss this. All right? Okay, Deepak. All right, so your time starts now. Let's get started. Do this assignment, and I want both of you to be present. Okay, after this, if you come back and say connection was lost and I didn't get time, whatever reasons, then I'll understand what's going on. Okay. All right. Your time starts now. Take your time, do this research and come back. All right. All right. So who is ready? Let's look at the raised hands. All the students, please raise your hands now. Deepak, are you there? I don't see Deepak. Yes, Deepak is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you ready? You need some more time?
Wait, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Atul, how about you?
Yeah, sir. 5 more minutes, sir. I will do.
Okay. Just let me know once you're ready. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Deepak. Yes, Deepak, are you ready?
Can I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, that will be very good if you can share your screen.
Can you ask them to enable me, sir?
Okay, Kionics team, can you enable Deepak?
Yes, sir. Enabled, sir. Enabled,
Yeah.
enabled. Deepak, trying.
Can you see, sir?
Yes, I think, yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Okay, so very happy to see your slide. So what I want you to do is, as I said, you need to spend about 10 minutes minimum, 10 to 15 minutes maximum, and explain this to us in a language that we will understand. Don't use jargon if you don't understand that jargon. Don't use words if you don't understand those words. Speak from whatever you've understood. Okay, don't try to say something to impress, but explain in your own language as best as you have understood. Okay, so that's the only thing that I wanted to tell you. Okay, go ahead, Deepak.
Sir. So we are now going to talk about artificial intelligence. So I can't change the PPT. Okay. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a digital computer or computer control robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So artificial intelligence, we are mainly using it. Suppose we are mainly using it for robotics and many other applications are there. We're mainly using it for making our life easy and a step forward to make our works more effective. In robotics, we are using it for like mimicking our human characters to the robots. Here, the term is frequently applied to the project of developing systems endowed with the intellectual process characteristics of humans, such as the ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from past experience. So we are feeding the system with many of the data that we have early, and we are giving them the experience by giving them the more of the data as an experience, and the machine will learn from that, and they will do the tasks as they have the data. So they will have a power to make decisions of their own. That's the main importance of this AI. As we are, as humans are thinking, humans have the thinking capacity of themselves. We are making the machines to make decisions of their own and do what the duties that we should perform by the machines, making our work more easy. So can go to the advantages of AI. The first advantage, the most important advantage is that reduce errors and increase accuracy. As we are humans, anything that we will do, we will make mistakes, as it is humane to make mistakes. No, like anything we do, we will make mistakes. We are not perfect in anything, but if we are using this artificial intelligence, we can reduce most of the errors that we make in our daily life in whichever phase we are doing. We can reduce the errors by more than 80% that we are doing. And the next advantage is zero risk, which means reduce human workload and avoid human casualties. In many regions, in many workplaces, like in mining and in chemical factories and all, we can use the help of AI to reduce this human casualties and all. So by losing a robot or by losing some technology during a work, we can rebuild it, or we can reuse it the past. But if something will happen to the humans or a life is lost, that will be a big loss, and we cannot get back that life that we had. So human risk is one of the most important factor, and AI is helping in reducing that risk in many of the sectors like mining and in factories. Many of the sectors, the AI robotics are we are using. These technologies we are using to reduce the human risk and casualties. And moreover that uh, we can reduce the human workload. There is a limit for us to work, but for these machines they can work as long as they want. The thing is that they won't get tired, and they don't want any rest to move to the next job, or they don't want to rest to continue the job for days or for months. So the next advantage of AI is that it will be available 24/7. As I said, they don't need any rest or anything. They will be available all the time, like 24/7. Their service will be available for us. We can fully rely on them. Uh, and predictive analytics. One of the most advantages that it can some algorithms are made that can predict uh, the outcomes of some jobs or some works that we should do, and we can use these technologies to analyze what will be the result of something that we are going to do, and it will give most of the predictions very accurate, so we can conclude on something what we are going to do. Still we didn't do, but we are going to we can calculate what will be the outcome of that. And next is risk management. As the it can predict, it can analyze the outcomes, the risk will be less. So we can plan according to the outcomes of what we are really going to do. So we can reduce the risk in what the works we are going to do. So some applications of AI, virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa is there. So these are like voice assistants. So they help us in automate our day-to-day life, and like they can use technology to automate most of the parts of life. Like smart homes are being built by these technologies. Like every electronic devices that we are using in a home, like fan, TV, AC, anything that we can control just by our voice. And these things use our just recognize our voice for helping us doing the tasks. And the next is autonomous vehicles. So nowadays, autonomous vehicles are getting more and more, like the features are getting more and more. Most of them, they are using sensors for their autonomous purpose. So they use different sensors for getting different information from their surroundings, and it will react to what the data that we have fed it earlier, and it will act according to it. So the risk will get reduced by this automation of vehicles and all. And next is healthcare. In healthcare, AI algorithms analyze medical images like X-ray and MRIs to assist in diagnosing diseases. So in most of the cases, we can use these AI technologies uh, to predict what is the disease of a person. So we can use this technique called image recognition So we will feed this system with the previously used images, like 100 millions of data. We will feed it, and through this data, we can get the result. So it will save more time, and the predictions will be much more accurate than a human can do. So the main thing is it will save more time, and the result will be accurate. And drug discovery, like it will help in identifying the drugs, the new drugs it can discover by, it can provide us with many chemical compounds and calculations that we will be like it will be more difficult for us to find those information very easily, but these technologies can uh, give predictions, like they can guide us with many of the solutions and these compounds uh, and all with the track discovery. And it also helps in finance, like algorithm train AI powered algorithms make rapid trading decisions based on market trends and data. So as I said, they will study the market. These systems are made to study the market and what and all is going in our day-to-day market, and these algorithms will study what and all is going there, and it will make decisions better than humans to how to trade. And uh, most of the e-commerce platforms use these AI techniques to increase their customers, their sales and all. So these technologies help us increase more marketing, and it helps in the business sector. So I think you guys get a pretty much information of AI from my presentation. I think you guys understood from it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Atul. Good attempt. So,
Deepak sir.
sorry, Deepak. Sorry. Yeah. So, Atul, are you there? By the way, I just saw your hand raised. That's why I couldn't identify.
Yes, sir, I am there.
Yeah. So, Atul,
Yeah.
you heard Deepak, right? So,
Yeah.
do you have any questions for Deepak? Did you understand everything he explained?
Yeah, but he said AI is very important and very advantageous. But
No,
it also
but it
disadvantages.
also,
It also
but
has
it,
disadvantages.
okay. So, can you spell out some of the advantages he mentioned?
24 hours availability. Hello.
Yeah, we're hearing.
Reduce the risk. Then reduction in human error. That's all. Then it will also repeat the jobs. That's all now.
Okay. All right. So, can you present your thing? Do you have, what do you have to, have you finished your preparation?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Do you have slides to present, or how will you present?
Actually, I have the phone only. I have screenshots.
Screenshots. No. Are you going to talk and present, or are you going to present any slides?
Yeah, I have pictures and I will talk.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see how you're going to present. Let's hear you. Atul, sorry, Deepak, hold on. So once you'll also have to hear what he's speaking. Okay, Deepak, and then I'll ask you. Okay, yeah, go ahead. After that, we'll discuss.
Sir, are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Sir, now, hello.
Yeah, now we are able to see your screen. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now I'm going to discuss about artificial intelligence. Uh, what is artificial intelligence? And it is a simple meaning of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the ability for a computer to think and learn like a human being. Uh, then, what is artificial intelligence? It is the capacity given by human to machine to memorize and learn from experience, to think and create, a speak, to judge and make decisions. It means that a computer will think like a human beings and make the decisions accordingly, and the decision will be accurate, and it will be according to the data it analyzes. Now, what is the advantages of artificial intelligence? These are the basic advantages of artificial intelligence: reduction in human error, reduce the risk, 24 support, perform repetitive jobs, faster decision, new invention, digital assistance. And out of this, 24 availability. What is a 24 into 7 availability? It means that AI powered system can operate continuously without the need for breaks, providing round the clock customer service and support. It will be available to it will not have any tired like human beings. It will available all the time. Next, it perform repetitive jobs. We perform so many repetitive work in our day-to-day life, such as automatic replies to emails, sending birthday and anniversary codes, and verifying documents, etc. Therefore, AI helps to automate the business by performing this repetitive job. It will do the repetitive job accordingly. Reduce the risk. The technology of developing AI robots can overcome many risk limitations of humans and do risky things for us. So it helps in any worst situation, either human or natural disasters too. AI robots can be used in such situations where intervention can be hazardous. Hazard means dangerous. Uh, Reduction in human error. Unlike humans, a computer machines can't make mistakes. It programmed correctly, while humans make mistakes from time to time. Therefore, AI uses some of algorithms by gathering previously stored data, reducing the chances of error and increasing the accuracy and precision of any task. Hence, AI helps to solve complex problems that requires difficult calculations and can be done without any error. It means that AI will take the previous data and it will make decisions. It will be accurate, unlike the human beings. Next, we are going to discuss about the applications of AI. These are the major industries where AI is applied. That means education industry, healthcare industry, banking industry, manufacturing industry, logistics industry, transportation industry. These are the major industries where AI is applied. In education industry, we use the in testing and assessment, flexible scheduling, AI writing assistants, etc. In healthcare industry, data analysis and mining, pattern recognition, AI assisted treatment plans, etc. In banking industry, customer service, chatbots, fraud detection, preventing cyber attacks. And in manufacturing industry, robotics enabled production system, uh, augmented reality, Internet of Things, IoT. Logistics industry, handling request, feedback collection, predictive analysis for data analysis. In transport industry, means to travel, navigation system, autonomous vehicle, like Tesla, and uh, application of AI. These are the application of AI in various industry, randomly selected. Diagnosis assistance. It is a AI application in medical industry. AI can help analyze medical image and patient data to assist doctors in accurate and early diagnosis of diseases like cancer, heart conditions, and neurological disorders. Uh, in medical research, this is also in medical industry. AI helps researchers process and analyze large data sets, uncovering patterns and insights that contribute to medical breakthrough and scientific advancements. Language translation and learning. It is also an AI application. AI-powered tools can aid in language learning by providing instant translation, pronunciation practice, and language comprehension exercise. Training and simulation in sports. AI creates realistic simulation for training, allowing athletes to practice in various scenarios, improving skills and decision making. And thank you, sir. It's the all my presentations.
All right. So yeah, you can stop presenting. So Deepak, you have any questions for Atul?
No, sir.
No questions. Did you understand everything he was explaining?
Yes, sir. Like it was his own language, so I could understand.
Okay, can you explain it in your own words what he has explained? Gist of it.
Yeah, he mentioned the topics I didn't touch, like sports area and fraud detections and all. I didn't touch those topics, and most of the topics we share commonly. So
Mhm. All right. And how did you like the way he was presenting it?
it was okay, sir. He even tried it in his phone, and
Yeah. So actually, see, the point is, when you have a presentation which is well prepared, there are 3 or 4 things, right? One is the topic. The topic itself, you should be conversant and you should have understood the topic. Second is how well you are presenting it using some slides or your language or some examples and things like that, right? So that is important. In this case, okay, I appreciate both of you. Of course, you, Deepak, presented in slides. And Atul did some slides from, he did some screenshots and all of that. At least you were participating. So this time it is okay, but next time onwards, I want you to come back with, well prepared content, and you should have your laptop and things like that so that you can present well without any glitches. So what I want you to do is, we will discuss this. I mean, this was an exercise for you to warm up on the topic, because you came absolutely blank. There was nothing that I mean, you were not prepared with the content and all of that. So it was just to make you understand what AI is and all of that. So now my question to you is, before I proceed further, after doing this exercise and before this exercise, what is your state? Did you learn something? Does it make you more comfortable with AI? I want to understand, did it open your mind a little more to artificial? Did you learn anything new? Did you find it useful? I want to understand from you.
of course, as we did some research, we get to know some more information, but we knew the things before, but we didn't know this deep. So once we did the research, so we got to know more information.
So no, my point is, before this, had you ever done any research like this on artificial intelligence?
No, sir. No, sir. I haven't done anything before like this.
Okay, and after you did this research, did you learn something more about artificial intelligence?
Of course, sir. We just know the some points here and there before, but I feel like I know much more about it now.
Okay, so so my question to you is, how did you know about this? You did your own effort, right? You put in your own effort. You spent how much time? Hardly 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Within half an hour, you were able to pick up something which you were able to talk about for about 10, 15 minutes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So a lot of it is about your initiative to pick up that subject, look at the content. There is so much of information available. Once you do that, then we come to these sessions, we can polish that more, and then we can have more exercises and all of that, and it becomes more engaging. That's the reason I've been giving you all assignments and asking you to come and participate. You don't have to just come and sit and watch someone presenting and then going back. That's of no use. It's not really going to help you, right? You're coming to these sessions to learn something so that you can talk about it. You can use that in your sessions and all, right? So so that is very important. So what I want you to do is, since we are nearing the end of the session today, next time when you come, I want you to come prepared with the same things. Maybe so Atul did not do his slides, so he can come with better prepared slides. Explain in your own words the same thing. And an additional thing that I want you to do is do a little more, not a little more, a lot more research on application of artificial intelligence in any one particular industry, right? Let's say one of you can look at banks, other one can look at healthcare or manufacturing or whatever. Do a little more, whatever interests you, because you saw something today. You look at those things, do that research and prepare. You can take some case studies. You can look at some examples, and you can add that content and come back. But I want it to be a very interesting presentation with your research, and then we will discuss that. Is that clear? Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. So the same slides, whatever you presented today, may want to polish that a little more. But on top of that, I want you to do content on application of it for a specific industry of your choice. You can look at any industry. If you want to do 2 industries, that is also fine. But I want you to do a little more elaborate thing and then come back well prepared so that we can start the session with you, and then we will discuss from there on. Okay. All right. Is that clear, Atul and Deepak?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So with this, we will end today's session. It's unfortunate that just 2 of you were there. I would have expected a lot more. Please tell your other co-participants, your students, your fellow students to join the session the next time, because we have some engagement activities where we divide you into groups, and then there are role plays and things like that, which we do. It'll be a lot more useful if more number of students are also joining the session. All right. Okay, with this, we will end today's session. I'll hand it over to Kionix team to take over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Arun, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Arun, yeah, so I think we can close the session for today.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.